Hello. Happy Sunday. Yeah, that's fine. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. This was a very eventful weekend for me. Did a lot of walking, did some shopping. So that's good. Getting back to my old activity levels this week. Definitely feel silly, like my legs feel sore from going to Target, but you do a lot of walking around. So, cheers everyone. I hope you had a lovely weekend and are ready to puzzle. Let's see. I was warned that Rex found today's challenging, so gotta do some warm-ups, I guess. I'm hoping that challenging for Rex just means it has millennial pop culture references that I know. Fingers crossed. Good evening, Swamp Hack. All right, let me move all my cups around. Probably spill everywhere. Oh my God, like this week or 2 weeks ago, I had a bowl of Cheerios and I had a mug of coffee, and I wanted to empty the last of the Cheerios into my hand to nom nom. But instead I took my mug of coffee and just dumped it onto my hand and all over my desk. Don't recommend. Anyway, I don't know why I thought of that. Probably because I'm likely to spill. Oop. All right. Shall we do the Tuesday? Let's do it. Original Top Gear BBC. Eventually become, turn into Adoptathon, adoptees, pets, circle calculation, area, radius, not be straight with, sister brand of Nilla wafers, don't know, trash holders, trash cans, bins, spaced out, Tibetan legends, Yeti. Let's do bins because baby makes sense. Informed of everything that happened. Popular European skiing region. This looks bad. One of the Manning brothers, Eli. Front and back at Augusta, the Nines. Benicio Del Toro. Was he in that? Home of the Jazz, Utah. Where bagels and vodka originated. Poland? End up, that makes sense. Skunk. Notable time period, an era. Rightmost bowling pin, a 10 pin, piece of lawn, sod, Oreo. In La La Land. Gas, ethanol, ethane. Yep, sadly that's true. Brief. Yeah, that's true. Afraid so. Small change, like a nitpick. Alex and don't know. Maybe Anne. Skunk. Polecat. Capital Malaysia. Captain Blood. Creepy. Probably Errol Flynn. Ali with a perfect 24-0 record. Layla. Way cool. Rad. Otherworldly glow. Aura. Forever and a day. Meals permissible under Islamic law. Halal food. Console pioneer. Atari. Reddit Q&A. Ask me anything. Maybe delayed by snow. School. Soccer ball filler. Air. You are hilarious. Lol. Oh, maybe this is your ETA. Bantu speakers. Sidles. Autobiography of Nobel laureate Yves Sass. I am Malala. College Game Day Channel. ESPN. Roadside Stopover. Tesfaye. Real name of the weekend. Oh, don't know. Architect's Field. Put through Hell Night, say. Make smile. Oh, maybe hazed? Maybe with an S? I don't know if it's S or Z. Oh, maybe it's Z and it's Zulus? And amuse? Central Alps. Architect's Field. Design. Literary collection. Library. What's this one? Father of Thor. Odin. One more, please. Another. Roadside Inn. Buy stocks, perhaps. Invest. What a filling fills. A cavity. Oops. Packing a piece. Carrying. On the whole, or when read in two parts, what the answers to each starred clue has. Central Alps. Malala. I don't know. Shape of a rainbow, an arc, summer sign, Leo, sailor, Popeye, elusive unicorn, James of the Court, don't know. Practical joke, a gag. Am I the only one? Proof of ownership, a deed, sailor. All together. Rear. Shira. Warm up in seconds. Nuke. Major Iowa crop corn. Short, concise, terse. Word with curtain or hot rod. Yeah. Citizen competitor. Literary collection. What's this? Mike Myers. Omnibus, maybe. Packing a piece. Armed. Boy of Mayberry. Opie. I don't know what that is. Kuala Lumpur. Mogadishu born supermodel. Iman. Qatar's Peninsula. Arabia. LeBron. Nickel. All together. So AL in all the crosses. Yes, Swampag, what are you cooking? I hope you brought enough to share with the class. We demand delivery. All right, Wednesday. Wednesday's getting into tricky territory sometimes. All right. Sweet tubers. Yams. Missouri City informally. I say Mizzou. Suffix with narcotic. Precious stone that has been found on Mars. Fun fact. A gem. Start of a quip attributed to British comedian Ken Dodd. Don't know. Sensei's teaching. Modern lead-in to call. Speleologist? Leggy waiter. Some kind of bird. The New Yorker. Creed of Hollywood. Apollo Creed. Old telephone service provider. Informally. Opal for that. Sao Chow. Slop. Send to attack. River crossed by Westminster Bridge. That's got to be the Thames. St. Lou. Thames. Mud. What's within your range? Otherworldly. Algonquin language. Locale of many cookie cutter homes. I want that to be a... What's the dead end? Whatever. Very long race. I did a rod. I don't know how to spell it. It might be a T. I did a rod. I did a rod. Pot scrubbing brand. CLR? Does that make any sense? Robocall. Sensei's teaching. Mobile telephone service provider. Pipe bend. An L? BBC One maybe? Bundle up. Pricey wristwatch, a Rolex. Letters on a lotion bottle. Buffalo hockey player, a saber. Best musical Tony winner with the 3 letters though? You betcha. Oh, you betcha. Not free of charge. Source of milk for Pecorino and Romano, a U. Cause of a bee sting. Toxin. Kleptomania, maybe. Send to attack. Sick on. I have kleptomania and wonder where that's going. Otherworldly. Seems weird. Mud. So like mire. Oven in your range. A caver. I don't love lava for mud. I don't know about this. Reply answer. Maybe Ottawa for the language. Locale of many cookie cutter homes. Town something. Leggy waiter. Pot scrubbing. And wrap. Okay, this has got to be Erie, right? St. Joe, Java, coffee, mud. Okay. Saber's good. Cookie cutter homes. Maybe not and wrap. Implement for confident crossword solvers. Pen. It's not free of charge. However, but seems like it needs to be an abbreviation though. School of Wales, a pod, Cracker Jack, baloney, Y feature, a stem, an arm, identify on Facebook, tag, but it doesn't fit, the whiz, because quick turn would be like a zig or a zag. And then this could be tag, but I don't know what these whales are. Bank charge. Harper Valley PTA. Cracker Jack, maybe Ace. Ben Roethlisberger. And I went to something. Jamboree attendee. Little person. Bank charge, a fee. SPF. You betcha, yep. Oh, little person. PY. like SPF. I don't like this. Oh, this doesn't make sense. This is Zag or Zig. Oh, maybe it's... And when I... something. Still don't like PY, but... Alright, what are some of the other ones? Town and Dr. Seuss books. Whoville. Kind of off-season baseball league. This could be though for however. Demolition, TNT. TV show for Emmy nominee. Baloney. Spend the night in. The Blankridge Boys. Academic address under EDU. She Bear and Baja Osa. And when it, ugh. Maybe when it gets bad. Kind of season. Become too sweet after a while. Where a truck driver sits in the cab. Bean greens. Too sweet. Chloe. Edison is Alva. Kind of off-season baseball league. Spent the night. Stay at. TV star. Bay Ridge. That doesn't look good for this. Baloney. No thanks. Not it. Navigation hazards. John with 56 top 40 singles. Overly fussy. End of equip. Entwined. Declared on a stack of Bibles. Vowed. Averred. Say vowed. Other in Acapulco. Okay. Otro. A little dense. And equip. Many an ex-president's book. Memoir. Oh, swore. Oops. Memoir? I don't know. Oops. I'll leave that. Al dente? Oh, how about... Oh, I was gonna say Lennon, but... Other is Otro. Jamboree attendee. Just as planned. Needing quarters, maybe. JFK and Jimmy Carter served in it. The US Navy? Super Bowl champs. Damned if I remember. This was probably topical. Just as planned. Overly fussy. Entwined. CIA parody. I spy something. Oh, what's the what's like the funny spy TV show? Hem's partners. Hawes. It's gotta be spy something. Entwined. Wove. Overly fussy. Needing quarters. Navigation hazards. Okay, let's say this is... That's not how you spell it, right? No. That's 2 N's. John Lennon is 2 N's. 3 total N's. Okay. Continue to not know how to spell memoir. Okay. I kind of like the idea of it ending in it. A little dense. Slow. Elton John. Something for it. Reefs. Like it's bad, I have something for it. Oh, I take something for it. Raffle, okay. Beet greens. Hot stove. Not so. Just as planned. Scout Jamboree. On track. Needing quarters. The Eagles. Overly fussy. Anal. Coin op. How many cookie cutter homes? Not free of charge. Pygmy? Why, like YMCA? Pot scrubbing, okay. Sabres is good. Leggy waiter. Maybe it's not Ottawa. Sensei teaching. You know, this would be like town something. But then this is weird. Senseis teach. I have no clue. Saber's right. I can't imagine what the heck this is. Cookie Cutter Homes. Not free of charge. An Ion. Maybe Suburbia. But when it gets bad, waiter in Ibis. Continue to not know. Pot scrubbing. Narcosis. SOS. Judo. Ojibwa. Oh. Oh my gosh, we had a mind meld, it seems like. Suburbia. These little 3-letter words, so sneaky. Lot of tricky spellings in this one. Me too. I formally apologize to everyone who knows how to spell memoir without thinking of it. Bless you. Oh, and I realized the show I was thinking of is Get Smart, which I think is actually the 60s, not the 70s. Yeah, something about how spell checker is ruining our brains or something. I don't actually believe that. All right. Shall we do the Monday and then today's Sunday? Let's get it. Get after it, as I think that's a football thing to say. I don't know. Sports level fan hype. Aw. Thank you. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, team. Back of the neck, the nape. Window covering with adjustable slats. Blinds. Bakery or bookstore. I don't know, shop. Big brand in skincare. Rosie the Riveter. Give up. One growing asparagus, spinach, corn, some kind of farmer. Maybe like an organic farmer. I don't know. You blank beautiful. Brief unit of time, a second. Believer in non-intervening God. I don't know. Very theological. PBS Science Series. Nova. Cell phone notification. Alert. On-call doctor summoning device. Pager. Pay full attention while I'm talking. Eyes on me. Bra. Tennis shots logs. The Isley brothers. Nephew's counterpart. Niece. High def TV. Cinema unit. Don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Ernest Hemingway. Uh-oh. It's Emily Hemingway. Poems of dedication. Odes. Sassy. Give up. Vegetable farmer. You beautiful. Oh, you are so beautiful. Maybe it's Hemingway, but I thought it's 2 M's. Believer in non-intervening God. Webpage moderator, an admin. Maybe a deist? Familiar cliche in storytelling, a trope. Agreeable suck-ups, yes men, minor criticisms, nits. Regal in a way. Kingly. Squad leader in sports, team captain. Deep sorrow, whoa, clear sill target, acne. I am not your Negro. Storybook bear whose porridge was too cold, baby bear. Often spiked holiday beverage, nog. Certain bluegrass musician. A banjo player. Garden figurines with beards, gnomes. Search for. Bit of tennis or squash equipment. A racket. Perspective. Shark and jaws. Language related to Thai. Lao, maybe? Part of the U. Union. So particular in different senses. So particular. Picky? Picky. Common racetrack shape. Oval. One's downloading and accessing apps. Users? Julie blank moonvest. I have no clue. Head in French. Tete. Floral potpourri piece. Petal. Could be. Itty bitty. Tiny. New York. Act friendly despite feeling otherwise. Fake it. Tori Amos. Split pea soup. Advantage. Search for. Specialized area of expertise. Your niche. Niche. Arcade code. The coin game. Little bitty eeny. Token. Chen, maybe? Some play nice, maybe? Representative. Agent. Fake nice. A leg up. Seek. Cinema unit. Real. A screen. Give up. I feel like this must be make nice. So mama bear. Baby bear was just right. Got it. We have a theologian in chat. We also had lazy Sunday leftovers. And good for you, Swamp Hack, for graduating from HelloFresh. All right, so picky. Our vegetable farmers pick, the team captain picks, I guess. I think that's only how it works on the playground. And then banjo player picks. Today was a big day for me. I went grocery shopping for the first time in several weeks, several months. So very strong. I didn't get all that much, but man, I was gonna see how long I could get away with just letting Andrew do it. The answer was like 1 week, so womp womp. Grocery shopping is work. Especially on the weekend, it's like so crowded. Luckily, we didn't need much, which, by the way, reminds me, I will not be streaming next weekend and probably not the week after. We will be in Canada without internet access. So have a happy holiday weekend in America or Canada. Yes, that is definitely why you're going tomorrow. Much less busy on random weekdays. And like I've heard some people like, oh, it's better to do like a lot of little trips throughout the week. But I feel like that just means you do way more grocery shopping. Like now my grocery shopping goes from taking like, I don't know, let's say like 2 hours to like, you know, I don't know, 30 minutes 4 times a week. I guess that's also 2 hours, but I don't know. I don't think that's for me. Good for you. Living that European lifestyle. Or like, you know, having this small fridge that hardly fits enough food. Food goes bad when you're one person. Yeah. I do a lot of, even just for us, I like to freeze stuff and have like, you know, the frozen veggies, the frozen extras. And then if you forget to go grocery shopping, like there's always something around. Anyway, shall we do the Sunday? Opposites attracting. All right, time to get physicsy. My freezer is fuller than my fridge. So true. Tiny trunks. Party person. Oh, I want this to be like Speedos. I don't know. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, that's a letter I typed. I was like, okay. Rural greeting. Howdy, y'all. Many a survivor setting, like an island. Part of doubling down from a bit of doubling down from her parent. I said so. Event at a hot new club. I wish I were under 4 feet tall. MSG team on scoreboards. New York Rangers, Knicks. Jedi Alley from Ally is an Ewok. Kind of college search. Or end of a college search. It's guarded in soccer. Shin. Carnival ride. EDU for college shorts. Oh, and it is Speedo. Howdy. Maybe a pony? Some work at a car wash. I would have said dryer. Public hatred. Odious. Adjective often capitalized in the Bible. His. Or concerned with plants. USDA. That seems wrong. Party person. The host. OSHA. Serve as messy cafeteria food. Slop on. Earthling and sci-fi. A Terran. Act on behalf of. Bear in Bogota. Oso. Diatribes. Rants. Considerably large in an Appalachian dialect. Big old big. Rocks, Blank, Brickle, and New Bohemians. One of 2 for 6 of 8. What? Record or record. Maybe a log. OSHA. Short wishing, short hoping. April, For whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. One of two for 6. I don't even understand what that's asking. Sommelier superlative. Oakiest. First man ever created. Maori lore. I don't know. Hello, welcome. Wish I were under 4 feet. Grand Slam in Showbiz. EGOT. Career for a scammer. Scissor Sound. Snip. Muse of Comedy. German Village. No clue. Bubbly in a way. Compliment for a lexicographer. Nice words. Squid Squirt Inc. Family friendly rating. PGs. Muscle relaxers. Hot something. Massage. Bubbly in a way. Outgoing. Like EGOT. Making an impression. Collar sick. Considerably large. Mighty. Said in passing. Test subject, repeated small role for Paul Rudd. I should know my Paul Rudd. Transcript figure, GPA. Slinky. That's insane. Oh. I don't know French. 6-winged biblical being. An angel. A seraphim. One of the angels. Famous drawing of a ship. Theater rival of Regal and Cinemark. AMC. Double helix DNA. Food fight sounds. Something gross. Sight along a country road. Score on a clean sheet. A compliment for a lexicographer. Author who wrote Weeds Are Flowers Too Once You Get to Know Them. Oh, but that's cute. Energy option. Score on a clean sheet. Lead guitarist of Queen who has a PhD in astrophysics. Black humor. Kind of race that's not quite a half marathon. I would have said 10K. 10K doesn't seem far enough. 10-mile race. Diana Troy. Is that how you spell it? Richard Parker in Life of Pi for 1. No clue. Not quite enough. Word after minute or meter. Minute Maid. Crab or lobster. Shellfish. Crustacean. Like much prized blue and white porcelain. Not sure. Ooh, arthropod. Some kind of pod. Street cleaners. Maybe plows. Let's go with pod. Texters Toodaloo. TTYL. Bleeding Love. Oh, Leona Lewis. Hopefully that's how you spell it. Hit for Neil Diamond. Ad council output in brief. PSA. A kiss, a hug, a wave, the works. Title of an essay by a hitman. Weeks, semanas. Analogy words. As whatever as or like. As is? Oh, I hope that's wrong. Common pet name. How about sweetie? Goes on and on and on. Publication co-founded in 1889 by Dow and Jones. Wall Street Journal? Maybe? Nickname for Atlanta? The A? Resting place? Goes on and on. Jabbers? Oh yeah, because then resting place can be tomb. Cutting class in med school. Something with the lab. The whole. Good name for political pundit. Course number. Old timer. Some of the wildlife in the 2,000-year-old painting in Lascaux Cave. Hot. Go poof. Disappear. Prefix in the names of many causes. Red group. SSR. Ooh. Bet bit. Well, that's gotta be a chip. Names of many causes. Oh, poof. Old timer. Cutting class. Oh, anatomy class, because they're literally cutting. Eileen is like going to be a Ming. China. I honestly have no clue. I love G, but I guess it could be glass. Stop hiding behind. Kicks down the road. Maybe like waits on. Regret. Some gas stations. Maybe like rue. Kind of lily. Lead guitarist of Queen. Touches on both sides. Stop hiding behind. Man, I wish I got this Opposites attract. Whole. Like whole and part. Whole parting. GOP. Go poof. Okay, I like whole parting. Don't know what the wildlife is, but sure. Title of an essay by a hitman. Killer something. Okay, so then, oh, so then this is short longing. And still don't know what this is. Eddie, maybe? Considerably large. I like mighty. Act on behalf of. Career for a scammer. Just thinking ing. Will this be like outgoing? Muscle relaxers. I don't mind nice. Energy option. Diesel, wind, solar. Where's Andrew for the French? Score on a clean sheet. Not quite enough. A bit short, a bit low. Parker. What about down here? Pocket at a restaurant. PETA. Bit of a fit. A forever. Always. Maybe ages. Late night, work from home in sweats, late fee, offing, something in the offing, too few. On offing. Yikes. Increases. Gains. Neil Diamond. Chili variety, that means wide in Spanish. Former indigenous habitants of Buffalo. Oh God, sorry, Neil Diamond. I'm unfamiliar. Kate of House of Cards. Was that like Kate Mara? Is this like, I want this to be like Añejo, but I don't know what the heck this song is. Dinner date that makes a good story. Can't use date. Stop hiding behind. What's this? Oh, how about punts on? Whoa there, Warren G. Easy Harding. Kind of Lily. Lego. Is this Brian something? BP's. Touches on both sides. Six-wing biblical figure. New England vacation destination, the Cape. Relationship conditions, so to speak. Great garage sale find. Muse of comedy and idyllic poetry. Is this? Forwards. Resends? I don't know if that's exactly true. How Cassius looks to Caesar in Shakespeare. Murderously. I don't know. Muscle relaxers. Maybe like hot. Hot packs. And then we can have nice things. Dripping in jewelry. Icy. What's said in passing? Nah. A seraph, a seraphim. I guess seraphim is plural. Relationship conditions. Strings. Muse of comedy. Great garage sale find. A steal. Broad Valley. A Dale. Tactical reductions in lighting. Dark blackouts. Dark out. That seems wrong. Career for a scammer. Leading. Thanksgiving table decoration. A gourd. I might see one upside down on a bar. A glass, why would you do that? Still shot of a moving image in text speak. A frame. That one will never have, that one will never have again. Like hatred. Odor. Some car wash work. Howdy do. Oh my gosh. I feel like I should have gotten that faster. Maybe that's how Trout Parade is open chat. Event at a hot new club. And leading. I want this, I want that to be like a pony. In, out. An in outing? Ugh. Leading. Okay, maybe this is wrong. I like Speedos. Howdy do. I like howdy do. I feel like this is like odious, dire. I don't know. That's okay. Start. Some work at a car wash though. Maybe detailing. Howdy do. Dim something. Lot. Ugh. Thanksgiving. How about a gourd for Thanksgiving? Dim outs. Odium. Or odd. Ugh. Leading. On top. Autos? Okay. You might see one upside down on the bar. Prank. I like the idea of prank, but it's not really a prank. Terran is okay. Slop on there. What's this one? Act on behalf of. Right. Tall. For real. Filling in. Muscle relaxers. Like this has got to be A. Cores of brewing fame. Adolf? What prices and hearts may do. Swell. Soar. Real dope. Good. Certain government agent. Informally. Test subject. Lab rat. Guinea pig. Repeated small role for Paul Rudd. Slinky. Spans. Spring. Spring faller. Falling? I don't know. Don't love DB. Oh, a goof. FBI man. Food fight sounds. Squishes. I don't know. This has got to be something. If it's not a gross onomatopoeia, then it's wrong. Kapoor, who played the game show host. Don't know. Famous drawing of a ship. Sight along a country road. Hellos. Still fighting in it. Tried to engineer an advantage. And sight on maybe a silo. One too few. Tried to engineer an advantage. Snailed. Making an impression. Aping. Okay, maybe fill in 4. That makes more sense. Hot pack. I'm putting ing too many places, but also it's in a lot of these. Considerably large. And foaming. Right small. Nicely. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm thinking of like cholera or like colicky. Oh, colic is, but like cholera, sick. Right, small, is that? Oh, this is Ant-Man, right? Angled. Right, smart. Nice. Nice meaning. Author who wrote Weeds Are Flowers Too. Oh. Energy option. Nil, maybe? Nuclear? The tiger? A.A. Milne? Oh? Oh. Oh. How many different meanings of O can we have? Okay. The Seine is a river. Water is in the river. O is in the Seine. That feels a bit much. Black humor. Former indigenous inhabitants. The Eries? This can't be right. Dinner date, that makes a good story. Unclaimed area. Black humor. That one we'll never have again. Something lost. Go poof. Hot. Wildlife. Old timer. Stop hiding behind. And what else is down here? Analogy words. Prefix in the names. Oh, is to. Like blank is to blank as blank is to blank. Okay. Prefix in the names of many causes. Anti. Bit. A slip. A chip. I don't think I like chip. Go poof. Vanish. Hot. What is this hot? Something tick. Odic. Exotic? I don't know what that means. Hot. Old timer. Stop hiding behind. Moon. Makes a good story. One evening. Oh, an odd evening. Old timer. Ming era. Oh, erot. That makes more sense. Unclaimed area. One we'll never have again. Gone. Lost to time. Something time. Black humor. What the heck is this Neil Diamond? One too few. Plows. Gains. Eries. Sale? I don't know. Let's get out of there. What's over here? Friend group. Your clique. Your pals. Lab animal. Very generic. Angie? I don't know. Famous drawing of this ship. Something long? Oh, okay. Famous drawing of a ship. Mast. Okay, I think this is an opposite one. Some kind of song. Secret Service member. Still shot of a moving image in text speak. Screen grab? How Cassius looks to Caesar in Shakespeare. German, a berg. I like gourd. I don't think gorb is a word. Something calling? Let's see one upside down. Oh, a stool? Lear? With an A, I think? Unclaimed area. Roman. Dwarf. Pro. Conning. Oh man. That one we'll never have again. Of another time. Secret Service member. Friend group. Famous drawing of a ship. Mast something. Mark. FBI. Maybe this is like splats. Anil. What? Sandglass? 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 Okay. FBI. Captain? Oof, I don't know. humor. Bite. Maybe this is like a decapod. Ancho. Okay. Shiloh. Sure. Decapod. Ancho. Okay. Unclaimed area. Some kind of farm, some kind of land. Bile. Famous drawing of a ship. Siren song. Boom. Friend group, your pals. Of a lifetime. Eloper. FBI spy. Damn. FBI. I don't know what how about no man's land. Okay. I don't know how you look lean at someone. Of a lifetime. I mean, May is probably fine. Name sounds familiar. Ming era, Decapod. Jabber, Tomb, Eileen, no. What was I not sure about? One too few. AA Milne, nuclear. Fill in for. Right, smart. Like eloper for the Secret Service. Dim outs, maybe. No, nothing's jumping out. Short longing, in outing. Gourd, dwarf. No man's land is good. I like that now. Oh yeah, this doesn't make any sense. One of two for 6 of 8. Anne. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, rough. Henry VIII had 6 wives. 2 of them were Anne's. This one is rude. What a rude. That's a rude one. Oh man. Good job, guys. Thank you for your patience. So this one, the theme is cute. In outing, short longing. What else? Pro conning. Spring falling. Odd evening. Whole parting. On offing. But man, a couple of these, what was the other one? Okay. Anne being one of two for 6 of 8. And the other one that I didn't let, or like, that was just so complicated for such a little fill. Was it? I forget where it is. There was another one that I was like, that's way too complicated for her. Oh, maybe you guys remember. Roll the tape. Yeah, there was something else. Anyway, very tricksy. Sand glass, yeah. Who even says that? It's an hourglass, right? Like, even though it never measures an hour, you still call it an hourglass. FBI spy. Does the FBI really have spies? It's like CIA spies. Oh, I missed easy hearting and nice meaning. The other themers. A lot of themers. Well, that was a long one. Should we see what Rex said? Well, quick before bed. See what Rex Parker. Challenging. Imaginary wacky phrases. Oh yeah, GOP was tricky, right? What was the clue for that? Oh no, that was just, I didn't get it right away. That's not that hard. Singularly miserable. I didn't think it was that bad. I just thought some of the fill was kind of hard. Paula Abdul. Slop on. I feel like I got slop on really fast. Brian May does ring a bell now that I've heard it. I just like, I can never remember who did what or anyone's like name. So like someone from Red Hot Chili Peppers also has like a biochemistry PhD. I don't know. Some other ones. Oh, poor Rex. P.S. I'd like to thank the New Yorker for this amazing non-mention of me earlier. Truly an honor to be omitted. Thank God for the guy who publishes at 6 a.m. Damn, girl. Yeah, if anyone from Appalachia can describe a right smart, I don't know why that means large. Considerably large. Is that like you think big? I don't know. I guess maybe like considerably large, like you think big, if that makes any sense. Like you're considering largely. There, that's like your cousins, Appalachia. Like if this doesn't actually mean big, then this is a bad clue. Like considerably large does not mean anything except for big. So I agree with that. But shout out to Rex. Rexwordpuzzle.blogspot.com. I have to scroll up, but I honestly always just Google it. I just Google his site to get there, and my browser autofills. So, shout out Rex. Sorry, the New Yorker. The New Yorker stiffed you. Not cool. Wrong start with howdy do. No worries. Good inception for howdy do. All right. Well, on that note, it's been real. It's been fun. It was definitely a challenging one. No stream next week because I will be internetless. But I will see you when we get back. Have a happy 4th of July, Canada Day, birthday if it's your birthday. Have a good weekend next time, and I'll see you in a couple weeks. Lots of love. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your day off. Hopefully you've got at least one. We are going to Canada, celebrating Canada Day. Maybe swimming in a lake. I mean, there will be a lake. I may be swimming. I forgot to ask my doctor if I'm allowed to swim yet, but I think I am. On call starting the 4th. Boo. Really need another holiday in August so Swamp Hag can get their day off. So rude. All right. Good night, everyone. Happy 4th, and see you in a couple weeks. Mwah. Good night.